Hello and welcome back to Jacob's Toys. Please do like, share, subscribe, all of those things. All support to the channel is very much appreciated. And in this 5-minute figure review, we are taking a look at Marvel Legends Retro Falcon. And I have to say a big thank you to the guys over at Zavvi UK for sending this over to me. If you check out Zavvi UK, you can get a discount using my discount code Jacob's Toys to get 10% off all merchandise and 20% off all clothing. So without further ado, let's get straight into this 5-minute figure review. So first up, the packaging. Packaging is your standard retro card with a little blurb on the back there and a nice illustration of the character. It just says Marvel's Falcon, so it doesn't affiliate him to any particular team or anything. Now I'll be up front, this figure is just a repaint of the previously released Falcon that we got. So you get 2 additional hands, the closed fist hands, and you of course get his wing pieces that come in 4 pieces, as so. The 2 for the shoulders and the 2 for the arms. Now obviously this version against the other one is the more classic costumed look with the bare arms. The only thing that I will say is that the illustration on the box does show him with bare hands, and the figure itself comes with white gloved hands. The articulation is the same as you would expect and the same as the previous Falcon. So he's got the shoulder joints here so you can put his arms right back and get those good flying poses. Now I must admit I was one of the people that when they released the Falcon I was a bit disappointed that it was in a more modern costume and not in this more classic costume. And I think we all guessed that there was going to be a repaint at some point. I was kind of hoping that they would do something different, a little bit different. Let's be honest, I was hoping that Redwing was going to be included. It kind of frustrates me a little bit that the 3 3/4 inch classic Falcon has been announced and he comes with a Redwing. But this 6-inch version, we just cannot get a decent Redwing. So expect another re-release at some point when they include a Redwing figure. Now let me just pop these wings on. Now there's just little sockets here that the pegs go into. I just got to get them the right way around. I think that's the right one. Let's have a look at the other one. But yeah, a little bit of fiddling around and you'll figure out which way around these go. They don't really fit any other way, although they do have left and right written on the actual wings. Let me just show you. See if I can actually get it close. I don't know if you can see there, but there's a little R there just below the peg. So I'm not sure which way around they go. I'm proper fumbling with these. Nope, that's not right, is it? Is that right? No, it's not right. So you can see that you cannot get these wrong because they look ridiculous. I'm having a real issue with these. No, there we go, that's the right way around. So, and as you can see, it's got the R and L on there as well. Now these wings are a slightly different red than the previous ones, and actually look a lot more translucent than they did previously. I will grab that Falcon in a second when I've got this guy's wings in place, just so that we can see them side by side to see what they actually look like. And then the one thing I will say is that these wings do stick in place. So they are just a simple little peg and a socket, but they do stay in place, which is a good thing. They've used these wings on obviously Falcon and the Vulture figure as well in the retro Spider-Man line. And I think they work brilliantly. I love that you don't really lose any articulation and you're able to really move the figures around to get some good poses. Let me just get him stood up and I'll grab that other version of Falcon so that we can see them side by side to see the exact differences and the similarities. Now here he is, here's the previously released version. Now I do like the red on the previous version, however the new retro one, it kind of blends with the figure a little bit better. They look a little bit less artificial, if that makes sense. But you can see here the main differences are obviously the paintwork, like as in the suit, and the cuffs on the gloves as well, and the bare arms and the covered arms. I think this retro one is a much better representation of Falcon from the comic books. Obviously the older version is the newer suit, if that makes sense, and this newer version is the older suit. But I think the older suit's just got a little bit more to it. There's a little bit more detail with the symbols on his chest and his stomach there. But in all fairness, either one of these will work well as a comic book accurate Falcon. I think I'm going to replace this older version with the new retro version just because I do like that classic suit. So I'm going to get rid of him and just have a last minute look at this classic Falcon. As I said, you don't lose any articulation with his wings, and as long as you're careful they won't pop out of place. Some people do glue them in place just to make sure that they stay in, but I've not found that you have to actually use any glue or anything like that. They do hold quite well. And surprisingly well balanced as well, because they're so light he doesn't topple over as long as you get the balance right. I actually display mine on a peg in my display cabinet so that it looks like he's flying, and you can move these wings around to to suit that so that he fits in quite nicely. But that's a pretty cool pose. But yeah, I mean, all in all, he's a really nice figure. He's obviously just a repaint, but a lot of these new retro figures are just repaints of previous versions that we've had before. So Scarlet Witch came at the same time, and obviously this Falcon. But I've got to say a big thank you to Zavvi the UK for sending me this over, and this will definitely be the retro Falcon or the classic Falcon in my display. If you're enjoying the 5-minute figure reviews, then please do like, share and subscribe. All support is very much appreciated, and I'll catch you next time.